Hey guys, welcome back. Todd Huey here with Lone Star Boars. In this video, I'm going to be using my CMMG 22 Nosler with a 24-inch barrel. I have the half Nelson on here from Silencer Shop and Q suppressors with the XP50 LRF. That's the laser range finding pulsar scope from Huey Outdoors. This was a coyote hunting trip actually. The cows are calving. I'm sitting up on they have them in an open area, and I'm able to sit up in my pickup bed and shoot the coyotes as they were coming in. Well, there's also a protein feeder out there for the cattle. Now this protein feeder is a big trailer that they pull out. It's loaded with protein, and the cows go up. They call it creep feed. They go up and they eat a little bit of it, and then they go get water and they go back. The pigs will get up in there and just eat. It's designed for the cattle only to eat a little bit at a time. Pigs will get up there and just wreak havoc on it. Well, I noticed a group of pigs go up, and they actually got up into the feeder. There's about 30 pigs, a few adults, and a whole bunch of piglets. So that's one of the reasons that I chose this rifle for the job, because I know it's a dual role. I can do it for coyotes and pigs. I was using the 55 grain E-tip, and that's what you're fixing to watch. You'll see first with the PVS-14, I walk up on the feeder. You see the pigs start to come out. I get, I think it's 5 adults out of the group and 2 piglets. I was limited on what I could shoot because of the amount of cows. They ran into the cows, so didn't get any more than that. But we'll go into it. But then after that, a pair of boars came out way down past all the cattle down on the fence line, and I was able to take them out as well with the 22 Nosler. The last one was a 347 yard headshot. So a lot of people ask how far can you actually see and shoot with these things, and I think it'll give you a little bit of idea of how far you can see and shoot with these. Let's go to the hunt. So what you're seeing here is the L3 white phosphor PVS-14 recorded with the LPMR 14 recorder. That black spot on top of the hill right in the center is the trailer filled with feed. There go all the pigs running out of it right now. They're steadily streaming out. There were some laying around it and some sleeping up in it. And the reason they're running out is not me. It was real bad timing. The cows start coming in to feed, and here come the cows, and the pigs are just jumping and abandoning ship when the cows come in. Fortunately for me, they ran into the wind, so I was able to stay downwind, and they're going to run off here to the left into this field. Still steadily streaming out. It's mostly piglets, and I'm going to clip through a lot of the stalk that I made and just get here to where you can see them in the field. It's about a 75% moon, so it's pretty bright out, so I don't want them to see me. I'm moving real slow. Here they are in the field. I've walked up on them. The first one's probably around 60 yards to me. You can see them pretty well. Thermal will pick them up better here. Now my problem is I have a bunch of cattle in the field. They're all to my right at the feeder, and then on that tree line back there. Now they're far way away, but I still don't want to just lob a bunch of shots with all the cattle in the background. So my goal here was I shoot the one on the far right first, and was to push them out into the open, but they curved back around into the cows, so I was only able to get a few here. But here I am shooting up my shooting sticks. People always ask, these are the Primos Tall trigger sticks tripod. And from basically here on out, we're going to switch to the XP50 LRF. Big difference here. You can see all the piglets now. I'm going to mess with the brightness and the contrast a little, see if I can get a better image. Since the piglets are all grouped up, I'm kind of turning down the contrast so I can get a more defined image on them instead of just a blob. I think it looks better when it's more black, but that was the reasoning behind me turning down the contrast. I wanted to see each individual piglet if possible. That was a auto nuke that you saw, and that's why the screen froze there. Now those are cows at about 700 yards back there on the tree line. You couldn't even see them with night vision. And here I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm hoping they're going to move more, but they've kind of hung up here. They're waiting for the cattle to leave the feeder. So again, my plan is I'm going to shoot this guy over here to the right, hopefully forcing the rest of the guys out into all this open area. He takes a shot, doesn't go down. He eventually dies, but didn't go down right away, which kind of sucked. This one, I missed the first shot and then hit him a couple times, goes down out of the screen, but I found him out there. And then these next two drop, and then they're getting into the cattle. I stop, get this piglet, get a gut shot on him. He goes down out of the screen, get a shot on that piglet. And now it's pretty much over for me out of this group. I go in and pick up. So got the first, the second, the two other adults, and then that one right there and two piglets. That's it. While I was out looking at them, these other boars come out. Now generally, larger boars travel alone. So I'm thinking this is two juvenile boars out of that group that has... they got separated, the group got split up, and they've come back and it's calmed down and everything's quiet, and the suppressor, the 22 Nosler suppress doesn't make that much noise. So I'm thinking these are two juvenile boars here. They ended up being somewhere around 220 to 250 pounds. I actually overshoot my first shot, even though I had the range. I knew the range here. It for this first one, as you can see, is 265 yards. But judging by the size of the pigs, I held over too high because I thought they were smaller pigs. So I had my math wrong there. But here we go. This is going to be the first shot, and I shoot over them. Now, because I'm 265 yards away, and it's 22 Nosler and it's not very loud, they really don't know what's going on or where the shot came from. And right here I take my second shot and I hit him. Now that one hit a little bit far back gut. They're running, they run into the cows. Can't really shoot, but I know I heard a hit. And here he goes, he starts spinning around and he is done.
Yeah, he's going down.
Pretty good performance for a 55 grain bullet at 300 yards. Now, I'm getting the range where they're at now. Now they're at 347 yards. Now this had to be his litter mate because normally they don't just stay around like that. Normally they book it. But this hog, with the combination of not being quiet and so far away, he really didn't know what happened. And so he's saying, hey buddy, get up. What's going on? Now I can't shoot right now because the calves have come all in around. They're interested to see what's going on. I have cows walking across. So I just can't get a shot on this guy, and he's still trying to figure out why his buddy's laying down.
Get out of the way.
If you'll notice, this is a 6.4x magnification. So this on these thermals, it starts out at 640 resolution. We doubled it, so we went down to 320. Now we're at... comes the shot here. Hold on. Gotta wait for these cows to kind of get past here.
Man, I hate fucking cows.
Bang, headshot. I love this 22 Nosler. Such a flat shooting round. So that's a 347 yard headshot with the XP50 LRF. There you can see how far, what they look like at native magnification and full 640 resolution. Now this is quadruple, and here they are. That's how they ended up. That's how they ended up laying. This was the first one. It's two boars. This guy took a headshot. Must have been litter mates. It's at 300 I think it was 48 or 58 yards. Hit the first one. I couldn't tell. I thought they were smaller than what they were. So I was judging my lead, and I overshot him. And then I corrected and hit him on the run. I heard the thump. And this one, they must have been litter mates. He came back to check on them, and that was a mistake.